Let's take a look at the editor, and this is day 2 of the biker heist. So this was made the old school way, where actually the train is not moving, but the background and the and everything else is moving, sort of how you did it old school. And I think that Uncharted 2 was the first time ever that they actually made that the train was moving inside the level. But before that you always made it this way, so you have a train and then everything else is moving. So as you might remember, that there comes some cars that drives up, and as you understand, when they're driving along the train they're actually standing still, sort of, and then when you shoot them they are animated backward when they're flipping over, and you want them to look like they're losing all the speed. And also if you shoot a cop that stands on the back of the car, so he just, because when he dies and ragdolls he would just stay on the ground, but we didn't want that. We wanted him to of course look like the train was still moving. So this ground is actually like a treadmill, sort of, with collision boxes, so that the ragdoll is sort of moved backward in the same negative speed as the train would go forward. So yeah, that's a little bit tricky, and I actually have some interesting stuff here, or at least I think it's interesting. So it's the cars, so as you see they're standing still. Now they're driving along the train, and then when they got shot, or the driver, then they spins and sort of moves backward because the train is moving forward. So we made a bunch of these, and those were actually made not hand keyed. I actually used a simulation for it. So yeah, it looks not very sexy, but it's sort of okay. So we have some different variations, and those are, as I said, made with physics. So I did it sort of like a stunt driver would do. They would have like a very big air cannon that would push down like a big what do you call it, like a big metal cylinder that pushes the car in the upwards, or makes it spin. So I in this case I have had a collision physics for the outer shell of the car, and then I hit it with a like a box that was doing, so in this case it was just a small hit, and in other cases it was like a very strong hit, so it flipped over. So that's how I did it. Then of course I just animated it backwards because we needed to have it feel like the train was still moving forward.